Happy fall. So I am going to do a 5 video series on just some basic natural remedies that I feel every household should have, especially this time of year, that will just help to support and benefit your holistic health overall. So first episode, I want to talk about a natural cough syrup, an old school remedy. Let's get into it. So first off, you're going to need a red onion, garlic, dried elderberries, Ceylon cinnamon, and raw organic honey. And then from there, you're going to chop up your red onions, you're going to chop up your garlic, you're going to crush up your cinnamon and add that to the jar. And then you're going to get your dried elderberries and pour those in as well. And this is going to be your wellness mix. Now from there, you're going to start to add your honey very slowly to this mix. You want to allow the honey to make its way through the entire jar. You want every nook and cranny of the jar filled with honey. So take your time and let the honey slowly move throughout the jar. As you see a bubble, you're going to start to stir the honey into the mix, pushing it down, and then you're going to add more honey. So you want this jar filled with as much honey as possible. So continue to stir and continue to add honey until it's filled to the top. Then at that point, you're going to wipe off your jar. You're going to add the lid nice and snug on top of the jar. And then you're going to put your jar in a hot pot of water with a lid. Not a super hot, maybe about low to medium heat. This is just to kind of steam the ingredients inside to help the onion and garlic and elderberry, cinnamon, help all of that release into the honey. This is going to help your syrup to be very potent and beneficial. Then you're going to put it on a counter at room temperature, shake it up, mix it up, and let it sit for 2 whole days. And then after that, you'll come back and check on it. All right, so it's 2 days later and we've let our honey sit that whole time. When you look at it now, you're gonna see that the honey has actually darkened and the onions and the garlic and all of that has really softened, which is awesome. That's exactly what we want. That means all of the beneficial properties have now gone into the honey and we're good to go. Now, something that I didn't show is after the first day of my honey sitting, I opened up my jar and I added half a teaspoon of cloves to the mix and let that marinate in the mix for the last day. I didn't add the cloves in the beginning because cloves are very strong and abrasive on your organs. So I didn't want as strong a concentration of cloves as I wanted of everything else. So I added a very little bit of it and I added it a day in so that it could break down some. Cloves are very beneficial to the body. They're antibacterial, antimicrobial, but they're very, very strong. And when you're taking a syrup, a wellness syrup to help you feel better, you may take this 3 times a day, and that could be very jarring on your organs. So I didn't want a strong concentration of cloves, so I waited for the first day to pass and then I added that. But after 2 full days of sitting, this is what your syrup will look like. It should be nice and dark, just like any other cough syrup or anything else you would see. It should be nice and dark, and all of your onions and garlic and everything inside should be very soft and mushy, and you can see that it is. So this one is ready to go. Now it's time to strain your syrup. So you're going to mix everything up really good one last time. And I like to strain it in a large strainer first, getting all of the large chunks out. And I strain it into a bowl and I let it drip for a long time just to make sure all the properties come out of the onion and garlic and everything. And it's in the bowl, in the honey. And then from there, I'm going to strain it a second time with a thinner strainer, and I'm going to put it into the actual bottle that I'm going to use for the wellness syrup. So I'll take my time and just not wasting any part. And that's it, guys. We made our all natural wellness syrup. I don't want to just say cough syrup because while this will act as a cough suppressant, this is actually going to go in and fight your cold, flu, virus, whatever. A lot of the other over-the-counter medicines don't necessarily cure anything. They just go in to address the symptoms. But this is actually going to go in and fortify your body, make your body very strong, and help you actually fight off the illness. So the amount of time that you're sick will shrink. You'll feel better in the process. And this is all natural ingredients, as you saw. So you don't have to worry about any type of adverse effects. If you are taking a medication, you can take this as well. It won't be a conflict. and it's made out of honey. Honey does not expire, and you're really only concerned about the elements inside it. So aside from that, this is something that's going to last you a very long time, and it will help you to keep you and your family safe and healthy during whatever seasons we go through. So this is, I believe, a natural holistic staple that everyone should have in their household. So enjoy.